Tonight on the Thunder Broadcasting Network, the Thunder of St. James Academy take on the Stags of Bishop Miege in their second home game of the season. This is a competitive rivalry matchup and very important in the EKL standings. Stay right here on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
Good evening, Thunder Nation. Welcome to St. James Academy High School, home of the Thunder. I'm Graham Warner alongside Sal Valera. We're getting ready for this heated rivalry of the Bishop Miege Stags versus our Thunder of St. James. Sal, this boys team off to a great start this year, but this Miege team undefeated at 8-0. What are the words?
I mean, look, Miege 8-0, they're a great team this year, but the Thunder have been absolutely raining threes this season. If they can keep that up against this Miege team, it's going to be hard for them to stay with us, man. If we can just outscore these guys, it'll be a game for us.
Absolutely. If some of those guys catch fire, Grady Ogden, Emmett Peters, it's going to be a long game for the Stags. Good evening, Thunder Nation, and welcome to St. James Academy's Thunderdome. We've got a rivalry matchup in store for us tonight as the Stags of Bishop Miege are on the road looking to extend their undefeated streak of 8 games. We thank you for tuning into the Thunder Broadcast Network. My name is Graham Warner, and I'm alongside Sal Valera. Sal, welcome back to the booth. Haven't seen you since football season. Glad to have you back. It's going to be a good night. What's the spill on this St. James team, and how can they rebound after a tough loss to Seaman earlier this week?
Thanks, Graham. It's great to be back here in the Thunderdome. The electricity is just as high as it is out in the football stadium. But guys, this Thunder team, unfortunate loss last week, just weren't doing great on the offensive boards. They're going to need to step that up tonight against this good Bishop Miege team, looking to get a win after some losses last year. But if they can get those threes rolling like they have been, especially when we tried to start our comeback in the second half, they can get rolling tonight. They're going to have an amazing game ahead of us. I think St. James can pull this one off here, but they got to play better than they did against Seaman.
Absolutely. With this St. James team, no team is insurmountable. As we're going to send it down to our pregame festivities. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for tip-off here in the Thunderdome. Christ.
36 hours talking about not being casual and attention to detail, especially things like rebounds. We were pretty soft on the glass. So we've got to clean that up, and we've got to be great in transition tonight. They're a dynamic team in the break.
The Stags are one of the best teams in the EKL, led by downhill driver Liam Tesmer. How do you contain him, and how are you going to win the rebounding battle tonight?
Well, we've got to contain them in transition. That's when they're at their best. And Liam's a great player. They got 4 downhill drivers that we're worried about, all scoring in double figures. So we got our hands full.
Thank you, Coach. For great stuff. Graham.
Thank you very much, Mary Claire. We're getting ready to start this one here. Tonight's pregame presentation is brought to you by Smoothie King. Enjoy a smoothie with a purpose. I could go for a smoothie right now, Sal.
I could too. You know, here as we see our starting lineup, notable mentions here. Grady Ogden, Emmett Peters. I mean, they've been absolutely just amazing from three-point range. If they can keep that up tonight, that'll be key here. As Thunder look to take down what it seems to be a powerhouse. I mean, 8-0, that itself is just intimidating, especially in basketball.
Absolutely, Sal. And as Nate Bright would say, Grady Ogden may be the best shooter in all of Kansas for all I care.
And he may be. He has been absolutely lighting it up this season.
And he just has unlimited range. Everywhere on the court is a spot for him, it feels.
It does. We're going to need that tonight here, especially against the Miege team that is packed with talent.
And I got to mention, this place is packed on both sides, the Miege side and the St. James side. I don't even think we can fit all the students in this student section.
Yeah, some spilling over, and that's the outcome of a rivalry match.
Tonight's tip-off is presented by Performance Rehab, which is dedicated to patients, health goals, and success. Hess and Walsh on the tip-off, and the Thunder come away with it. They'll start with the ball. Already the atmosphere, Peters. Miege team playing extremely physical to start this one. Hess drives, goes up. Cannot finish there, rebounded by Tesmer.
Unfortunate there, just couldn't get it up. But yeah, like you said, Graham, Miege being very aggressive off the bat, and that just seems to be their play style this season.
Tesmer and Polson in the backfield. Wow, I'm still used to football back court.
Yeah, a little bit of a shift in pace here.
Keenan Polson, the sophomore, pulls up for 3. No good, rebounded by Peters.
Unfortunate miss there. He usually hits those.
Hess drives once more, goes up, gets fouled, and 1 for Frankie Hess.
And 1 there. Great job driving, gets the foul, and puts the bucket away. He'll go to the line to get an extra one, make it a 3-point play.
And something I observed from last game, Frankie Hess got really hot in the fourth quarter, but he had open looks in the first half. He was just a little bit reluctant to shoot it, just trying to either dump it away or unfortunately turning the ball over. You just got to have that confidence and keep shooting, as they say.
And it looks like he's found that confidence tonight. 2 times he's driven into the paint and gone up for the shot.
Frankie makes his 3rd. And after that air ball, what a great way to recover with the and 1.
Yeah, and that's a great way to keep your confidence up if you're Frankie Hess. And that's going to be key. Hopefully he can get rolling tonight.
Polson drives on Hess. That's intercepted by Davis. Fast break for the Thunder. As we'll settle in here to this next offensive possession. 6:30 to go here in the first. It's 3-0 St. James. Peters almost pulled it. Give and go to the lane for the bucket.
Great play there by Peters and Davis there. Amazing set of passes there to get in, and that's just the chemistry you see between those two. Senior teammates, and they've been on varsity for a couple years now. They have that type of chemistry where it's just right between each other. You don't even have to think about it.
McDaniel up top. McDaniel pulls up from the mid-range, can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Hess. Another fast break opportunity for St. James. Peters wanted it in the corner. Gets shoved out of bounds. They'll call the turnover.
Unlucky there for Peters. Just ran out of real estate there. St. James, so far, we're a few minutes in. They've been shutting out Bishop Miege.
Tesmer drives. McDaniel up top. Jab step. Peters drives up and under and in. Tesmer stood no chance on that Peters layup. 7-0 Thunder to start this one. And I gotta say, this 8-0 Miege team does not look like an 8-0 team. This Thunder team looks like the 8-0 team in this matchup.
I mean, Graham, St. James have just come out here from the start and showed Miege who's boss. Great job, especially by Emmett Peters. Just absolutely rolling there. 2 back-to-back makes. And just athletic ability is so there for Peters. He's just been getting into the paint, easily laying that one in. Felt like he could have dunked one or two, both of those, honestly.
Absolutely, and Peters playing with a little chip on his shoulder. Unfortunately missing that game-tying shot against Seaman.
And with those, you just got to shake it off. I mean, he's going to get other chances, and he's gotten a couple other chances to score tonight, and he has taken every single one of them, 2 for 2 from the field.
St. James student section already rowdy. That one tipped out of bounds by Hess.
Great reaction there from Hess. The reaction time was there. Speaking of Hess, he's been doing a good job tonight off the boards, it seems like. And that was something we said. Offensive boards were not there in the first half for St. James. So they definitely work on that one for a big match like this.
And I'm sure Coach Dom was drilling that into these guys' heads all of yesterday and most of today. Tesmer up top. McDaniel fighting around the screen. Back up to Tesmer. Shot clock winding down. Got to find a shot here. Tesmer fakes to the three-pointer. Looks for the foul. Doesn't get it. Rebounded by Blunt. That was Hudson on the miss.
And the fact that Miege is using all of the shot clock, that's just a testament to how good St. James defense has been so far.
The drive. Foul there by Ogden. That was Jalen Johnson, the sophomore, on the drive. He'll go to the line for 2.
Nothing much better Ogden can do there. Just unfortunate for him. And Miege are going to have a chance to get their first points of the night.
Already halfway through this first quarter, Miege still without a score. And that remains to be. Missed first free throw.
And free throws, you can't miss those. That's a free point, free 2 points. And especially in a game where you haven't been able to score for almost half of the quarter. Like, you got to make those.
Second one does not fall. Rebounded by Neeson. That'll be a foul on Michael Blount.
And I think Miege is just a little bit frustrated here. I mean, you can kind of see it on the players' faces. They're just like, we're 8-0. We're supposed to be just coming out here strong and winning this, but they haven't been able to score yet.
Hess with Tesmer up top. That'll be another foul on Michael Blount. His second in just about 10 seconds of playtime.
Yeah, and for Blount, you can't get into foul trouble here this early in the game, and you see Miege pulling him there. 2 fouls in the first quarter. That's just unfortunate for him.
The senior Devin Davis in for the Stags. Pass first offense for the Thunder. Peters back cut up and in through contact.
Another bucket by Peters.
And that back cut play is just the St. James bread and butter. Tesmer finds a step on Ogden. Airballs the layup. Wow. That will be intercepted.
Fortunate there for Neeson. Just Miege guy was right there. Reacted fast. Broke up the pass.
Looks like we'll have a foul call. It'll stay down here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Neeson picking up his first foul of the contest. 9-0 Thunder here. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Polson up top looking for Johnson. Lots of screens from the Stags offense. We'll have a deep shot. Rattles out and in from McDaniel. That was a good shot from about 28 feet. But Ogden open. Gets fouled. Trying to get to the baseline. Got pushed out of bounds by Polson.
Yeah, and Ogden there draws the foul, but great shot there from Miege. Drains their first points of the night.
Neeson will be subbed out. The boss man, Luke Bossy, is in for the Thunder.
Bossy, just a beast in the paint. Big body like that. He can move him around, and he's going to be good in the paint here. Hopefully they worked with him, got some offensive boards.
That's an interception. Showtime for Polson. That layup is up and in, and just like that, the Thunder only pulled a 4-point lead. It's 9-5. I think we'll have a technical. At least a warning on Polson. Maybe some taunting there.
Maybe just a little bit, but a warning there. But guys, Miege just recently got some good vision to start this comeback. Intercepted those last two passes, turned those into points. Thunder are going to have to clean up a little bit.
Davis on Johnson. Peters pulls it in his face. Off the brick and out. Rebounded by Davis. Fast break opportunity for the Stags.
And Peters doesn't miss many of those. He'll get the next one.
That one will be intercepted by Hess. Another sloppy turnover by Miege.
Good vision from Hess there.
Davis drives, finds his way through and in over Johnson. Matthew Davis, one of the senior leaders on this team, is finding the soft spot and puts it up and in. Tesmer. I gotta say, if you're the Stags, the guy with the ball in his hands is gonna be your hot hand.
Yeah, 100%.
Polson gets the fake. He'll pull up from mid-range. Off the mark and out. Good hustle by Ogden to fight for that rebound over the big Devin Davis. Ogden pulls it from way downtown. It's no good. Tesmer drives, looks for the foul. He gets it late. We called on Peters.
And here for St. James, they just haven't been clicking from three. They've been able to get the good points to start this game, but just haven't been able to click there. Peters and Ogden missing just a couple odd ones there. Been the 2 attempts, but so far they've been winning it in the paint.
Tesmer misses his first.
And Bishop Miege 0 for 3 from the free throw line. That's costly. That can make this game 8-11. That could change it completely.
Tesmer misses both free throws.
Wow.
Lots of chatter from the St. James student section. Oh, Bossy with a rough screen. Finds Davis. No foul call there. That'll be Thunder basketball regardless on the baseline.
And Graham, you've said it perfectly. Bishop Miege is an aggressive team, and they've been showing that in this first quarter. They're it feels like they're tiptoeing the line between a foul, but so far they've only gotten a couple.
Davis up top. Kolich in the game now, spins. Finds Bossy. That's right in the paint. He'll go up. Looks like we'll have a shot clock violation.
Unfortunate there. Wright just didn't have time to get turned around, get the shot off there. And that's just testament. Miege had good defense there. Made him use all of it, all that shot clock.
McDaniels fires after a pump fake. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Peters. Davis and Peters in a little scuffle there.
It'll be Thunder ball after that.
And that's the starting defensive end or defensive tackle for Bishop Miege against the starting shooting guard of St. James, who does not happen to play football. So the matchup in terms of strength there was definitely won by Devin Davis.
Yeah, just a little bit there.
You know, Devin Davis and Luke Bossi, they're matched up against each other. I kind of feel they're kind of similar. Just physical presences in the paint and just wreaking havoc.
Yeah, 100%. Bossi just kind of able to control the paint and hopefully get a few more of those offensive rebounds. When you're matched up like guy against Davis, it's just going to be a battle of aggression, it feels like, and knowing when not to go too far.
Exactly, and neither of the two are known for their shooting presence, but they both are a valuable asset to both of their respective teams. Peters made his first. His second is up and good. Nothing but nylon for Peters.
That makes 8 points for him in the first quarter here. Putting up 8 of the 13 for the Thunder.
Liam Tesmer. Over to Polson. Kolich on him. 3 seconds to go. Looking for a shot. Into the corner. It's up. It's no good, and that will be the end of our first quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter. You are watching St. James Academy basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back. As we welcome you back here to the Thunderdome for the second quarter, where our score is 13-5 in favor of St. James Academy. Tonight's game's coverage is brought to you by Kansas Sports Central. From final scores to rankings, highlights, and more, Kansas Sports Central is your home for high school sports across Kansas. Stay connected and follow at KSS Central on Instagram, X, and TikTok for all the action. Local businesses advertise with Kansas Sports Central and reach thousands of fans across our state. And Sal, 13-5 after one. I'll be honest with you, not the result I expected. I expected to be a little bit more high scoring, and I expected to be a little bit closer.
Yeah, as did I. I was thinking Miege was going to just come out of the gate strong. St. James respond a little bit. But I was expecting 15 points, 15-15. But, I mean, it's just been a slow day at the office for Grady Ogden. Hasn't been getting as many threes. Miege have just not been clicking, it feels like. But, I mean, hopefully we can see a little more action in the second quarter.
And I feel like Miege has only been sticking to, like, one part of their MO. They've been playing really physical defense, but they're not using the paint to their advantage on the offensive side of the ball. Devin Davis hasn't even touched the ball once on offense.
Yeah, and when you've got guys like Davis who can really control the paint, get in there, get those easy lays, shots in the paint, you expect them to use it more, but they just have not been able to tonight.
As we resume action, today's second quarter is presented by Trifecta Contracting, a single-source commercial glass contractor in the Kansas City metro area. Hudson up top for the Stags, trying to get back on track. McDaniel drives, spins over Ogden. It is up and it is good. Skillful, tough bucket from McDaniel. Hess and Kolich in the backcourt. Ogden. Good passes. Hess up and in.
Great vision by S there to know where to be to get that pass in the paint and put it up.
Missed the jelly block by Davis into a second chance foul for Vontae Hudson.
Fortunate there. St. James got to be a little bit more clean there. Unfortunate to get the foul. But Miege has gone 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Make that 1 for 5, and really just a shocking thing to see, especially even at the high school level.
Yeah.
They call them free throws for a reason.
Exactly. That is a free 1 or 2 points you can get there. But they've lost 4 of those points.
It just shows how much the student sections factor in these games.
Exactly. And Graham, 4 points could really make the difference in this scoreline right now.
Off-ball foul on Kolich. That will go in the direction of the Stags.
Fortunate mistake there from Kolich. And Graham, as you've mentioned, Miege have been playing physical. St. James responding with a little bit of physicality of their own. But that physical play, that's going to take more time on the shot clocks. It's going to slow play down. It's going to make it harder to shoot. So that low score line.
Vontae Hudson with the mid-range jumper. It falls. 15-11. St. James holds the league. Kolich drives, throws it up behind his head and gets fouled. Foul on Tesmer.
Miss from Kolich. He'll go to the line for 2. St. James really needing to get rolling here in the second quarter.
Absolutely. If you want to hold the lead and maintain it for the rest of this game, you just got to keep your foot on the gas. You say it time and time again.
You cannot give Miege a chance to come back and get rolling.
Kolich is first. No good. Rattles out. Blount comes back into the game for Tesmer. Blount, another physical asset for this Miege team, standing at 6'4". Unfortunately, racked up 2 fouls in about 10 seconds of playtime earlier.
Yeah, 2 fouls in the first quarter, putting him in a little bit of foul trouble right now.
Kolich makes his second, makes up for the missed first. Polson. Polson and Hudson kind of running the floor here. They're going to call McDaniel for a travel.
Sloppy mistake there as Peters checking back in for Kolich.
Neeson up top. Hess crosses over Blount. Tries to find his way to the lane. Passes to Neeson. They're going to call a push. Foul there on Wesley Walsh, the tallest Stag of this team, standing at a staggering 6'7".
Woo! He is tall, and he is going to be a beast in the paint, especially with getting rebounds on both sides of the ball there. Unfortunate there. Miege wanted to travel on that last one.
They're going to call a flop on Peters there.
And for St. James here, you just kind of seen a little bit more aggressive of play here as we're about 2 minutes through the second quarter. St. James, you just got to cool down. Cannot get into foul trouble here.
Hess playing great off-ball defense. I've been watching that all game. Hudson and Ogden up top. McDaniel looks. Hudson drives, uses that freakish vertical. Walsh gets the offensive rebound, gets fouled by Peters, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, and Bishop Miege have only gone 4 of 10 from the field. Need to pick that up a little bit. They have been able to stay within range of St. James, but just missed opportunities to score there.
Walsh will have his first chance at the line in this one. No good. Wright will come in for Peters after getting a little bit of foul trouble.
Yeah, Jace Wright, just a presence. He's physical and only a sophomore. A lot of good things ahead of him.
Walsh's second falls for him. Davis running the one here, gets a good screen. He'll have a wide open layup. Can't get it to fall. Unfortunate for Davis. Ogden with the interception. Doesn't get fouled. We'll have a fast break here. Davis, redemption. It goes.
Missed the first one, got it. Right back in. Another example of the Thunder slowing down Bishop Miege, not letting them get rolling.
Polson drives. Hop, skip, and a jump. Questionable there. They'll get the bucket to fall regardless. Ogden up top. Be a nice time for him to get hot. Right. Davis finds his way back in. Wright finds his way into the lane and goes. 22-14 St. James. Polson wide open look. Can't get it. Wow, Hudson just leaped for that rebound. That's insane. McDaniel for three. It goes. Kyvonte Hudson standing at 6 foot. Basically got his head to the rim on that rebound as Ogden pulls it from deep. It goes, his first of the game, and I have a feeling it won't be his last.
Grady Ogden responding perfectly to that Bishop Miege three with a three of his own.
And Polson scores on the other end. Here we go. Everything's falling now. Neeson over to Wright, 4-3. No good off front glass. Get another foul call. It'll go back to the Stags. Bossie comes in for Neeson. Thunder still maintaining a 4-point lead, but the points are beginning to rack up for both teams.
Yeah, it's been back for a minute there. It was back and forth. Miege, it seemed like, was finally getting rolling.
Tonight's coverage of SJA basketball on the Thunder Broadcasting Network is made possible by the many donors to our media arts programs and the hard-working students on the Thunder Broadcasting team. TBN is a student-organized and run broadcasting network dedicated to furthering the mission of St. James Academy and the Greater Catholic Church. Do us a favor and subscribe to the Thunder Broadcasting Network on YouTube. Our student broadcasters, like myself, love to see our viewership increase, and your support of TBN is greatly appreciated. Right. Hess drives. It's good. No good, sorry. He'll go to the line. Hess sinks his first. It's 24-21 St. James. And stay tuned, Thunder Nation. We're gonna have a special guest in the booth here in just a couple minutes. I won't spoil who it is yet. As Hess misses his second, almost gets the offensive rebound, but McDaniel picks it up.
And prior to those back-to-back threes, then St. James was getting those buckets because Miege left the paint wide open.
Hess, Ogden, playing physical, spins up and down, draws the foul.
And both student sections going back and forth.
Ogden misses his first. That's not a good look. Ogden's second is up and good. Redemption once more on the second free throw.
Hey, Cohen, camera 3 is offline. Okay. And Graham, the scoring is ramped up in this second quarter for sure. St. James, you'd wish to get a few more points here. But Miege have definitely amped up the scoring, it feels like.
McDaniel spins, step back on Bossy. No good. Rebounded by Davis. We'll get a foul. That's a new player in the game for the Stags, Zach Carnegie, standing at 6'6", the senior.
Now they've got two of those tall beasts that can run the paint, as Davis will go to the line here.
Davis, his first. It goes. The Thunder just trying to build their lead little by little as much as they can. Davis is second. It goes. 27-21 St. James. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Polson on Ogden. Spins, lays, no good. Gets his own rebound. He'll drive. His second chance is good over Bossy. Keenan Polson. Davis, Bossy, pick and roll, up and in for the boss man.
And that's just a good play there. Communication between the two. Bossy just puts it in. Routine there in the paint. St. James have been getting a lot of points in the paint tonight.
St. James maintaining their momentum. Good defensive stop there. Picking up the pace here. Davis drives. He'll look to pass, gets Hess on the perimeter. He'll drive over Polson. Second chance, it's good. Hess is hot. 53 seconds to go in the first half.
Frank has 8 points tonight, 3 of 4 from the field. He's been absent a night for himself here against the Stags.
Hudson pulls it way downtown, no good, right of the rim.
Miege have not been able to make it go from 3 tonight. 2 of 8.
And that's just something that cannot win you a basketball game. Ogden and Hess up top. Ogden, nearly half court. Trying to run out the rest of this clock. 7 seconds and counting. We'll get a push on Miege. 5.4 to go.
St. James managing the clock here, just like it feels like they've been managing this game here, leading for the entirety of it.
And Davis will go to the line without the stress of having to try to shoot off something at the buzzer.
Yeah, Miege will have 5.4 to make something happen.
Can't get the first one to fall. Unlucky break for Davis. Tesmer and Horn back in for the Thunder. Davis is second. It goes 32-23 with 5.4 to go. Who's going to take this last shot, Sal? I'm thinking either McDaniel or Polson.
I think Polson's the guy for Miege.
He drives, looks for the foul, he flops. That'll be the end of the half. 32-23, that will round up the first half. We'll be right back after this from a word from our sponsors, and we'll send it down to Mary Claire before that.
Coach, tight contest so far, really back and forth game. What does your team need to do in the next 16 minutes to secure the win?
Well, we got to keep rebounding. That's been the number one thing we kind of focused on after kind of laying an egg Wednesday night rebounding. It was a really good first half for us, but that's the thing we impression. We can't. It's not a 16-minute game. It's a 32-minute game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Grim.
And Sal, what a great first half from St. James, leading by 9 on this undefeated Miege team. It's really just a sight to see. And today's play of the first half is presented by Leavenworth Oral Surgery, a proud supporter of the SJA Crimson Club. Our play of the first half. What are we thinking, Sal?
I gotta be honest, Davis just driving in on the fast break, putting up the lay there. I mean, that's just been what St. James has done, has been make points in the paint, and they've been getting rebounds as well.
I think you're correct, Sal. I think we really just started the momentum swing.
Really has, and Miege just have struggled from the field. Under 50%, that's not what you want to see, and that's not usually what you see out of an 8-0 team.
Great performance from our SJA dance team. Now we'll send it to a very special piece from our video production 2 class at St. James.
I got to hang out with my special someone yesterday.
The lunch lady's really nice.
We hung out with our grandparents last night.
I recently got to see my cousins for the first time in like 3 years, and it was the best thing ever.
I got to spend extra time with my little sister because we had a Thanksgiving break.
This morning when I dropped off my older brother at work, he went to go get donuts for all the other firefighters, and he gave me a glazed donut. It was very good.
Yesterday was my dad's birthday.
So, I've been able to get a better relationship with my parents now that my older brother is at college.
It is that I got 2 lollipops today. We went to adoration. We went to mass.
I woke up today and I went to mass.
I went to confession, and it was really good, and I had a great time with Father and Mom.
I got to go to mass with my basketball team today. I got to go to mass today and spend time with the Lord.
I went to mass today and got to hear a beautiful witness from Andrew Rickert.
I was able to receive Jesus in the Eucharist today.
I started a Marian consecration.
I served at mass today.
I went to adoration today.
Yesterday I got to go to confession, which was pretty lit.
I got some candy in my last hour.
I started my day off with Starbucks this morning.
Oh, I got coffee this morning because I actually woke up early.
I got Starbucks this morning.
Me too.
I got Dutch Bros this morning and made it to school on time, so that was good.
I got to sleep in. It was pretty fire.
I got to sleep in. The school's musical went really well.
Mrs. Walters got a whole candy basket for our leadership and community service class, and I ate too much, but it was worth it, and she's awesome. I get to wrestle tomorrow, my first meet of high school 2025 season.
We didn't have to run in practice yesterday. We have a game tonight.
My first basketball game's tomorrow.
I had a great day at weights this morning.
I bought myself food.
I had pizza on my lunch.
We had lunch together.
My friend Jake bought me fries today, so thank you.
Someone put food in my locker mysteriously, and I don't know who it is, but it was really good. I think it was my brother.
I got more food.
I got some really good pineapple.
We're going to deliver carbs to the elderly.
I got to hang out with my best friends.
I hung out with my friends.
I got to see all my friends today.
Me and my friend Lily get to go see a new movie today.
We're excited.
I hung out with my friends.
We get to see each other every day.
Probably just being here at St. James. I love seeing my friends.
I got to talk to some of my friends that I haven't talked to in a long time.
I saw some friends.
I got to see Larkin today.
I got to see Claire today.
I got a lot of sleep and played video games with my friends.
Just seeing my friends.
I saw my friends.
We got candy.
I got my grade up in a subject that I'm really bad at.
I got another 100.
I got my grade up in world studies.
I got an A on my English assignment.
I didn't fail my physics test.
I finally understand my math homework.
I got an 100 on my anatomy oral test.
Mrs. Rains told me I did really good on my essay.
We just got to have a work day in world studies, and it was really nice.
I got to see my favorite teacher and have a great discussion in apologetics.
I finished all my dialectical journals for English.
I have no homework so far.
I got 100% on my Quadrant 1 math quiz.
I found out that I can use PowerPoint for my world studies final.
I finally understand something in math.
My science teacher helped me understand the concept.
Okay, I got my nails done and I got 100 on my anatomy test.
Miss Sharpnack helped me so much on my math this morning, and now I feel confident.
I have a class with her next.
So, I've met a new student here. His name is Jody, and we've been good friends. Yup.
Someone decorated my locker with pickles today.
I decorated my friend Maggie O'Shea's locker with pickles.
I was born 18 years ago today.
I got to hear all these great things and got to see people having a good day, so that's good.
The school's awesome.
And welcome back to St. James Academy's Thunderdome. We're getting out of halftime here as we're going to look back on a few plays from our first half. Just capitalizing on the fast breaks is just super important as Peters converted that little up and under there. That was definitely one of the bigger shots of that first half.
Beautiful lay from Peters there. You see the passes between this team. they've been able to just kind of expand this Miege defense and then hit the holes and get it done. Peters, 2 amazing examples of that there.
And just the versatility from this team, the back cuts to the other layups to the unlimited range at the three-point line. It's just unbelievable. As we're going to send it down to Mary Claire with Coach Wiggins.
Score from the team here to start the third quarter, Coach.
We did a great job of protecting the ball. We rebounded really well and ran the floor. If we continue to do that, we'll be in good shape.
Thank you, Coach. Figure it out there.
Appreciate it.
Graham.
All right, we welcome you back here, and I had a little sneak peek in the first half to a little special guest, Coach Snell. Welcome up to the booth.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. Congrats on the win earlier with our girls team. What are some of your thoughts about that game?
It's probably one of the toughest games that we've played this year, but it's one of the best games that we've played as a group. We knew that they were going to be really tough. They have 2 really dominant players, and they made it tough on us all night. But our girls did a good job of responding and keeping up with the game plan, and we were able to get the victory. So it was really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, getting the privilege to watch that game. The girls, it just seemed like they were flowing better than they have all season, I feel like. Any specific players you wanted to shout out that had amazing performances?
Yeah, we've been talking about confidence all week, and our confidence in our offense and our defense both. And so Ireland Sullivan and Elle Robinson really set the tone for us tonight. But we knew that Emmy Albright was going to come in and she was going to have a tough assignment defensively. And she just gets us jump started on the defensive end of the floor, so it really helps us out.
Absolutely, and just converting on both ends, fast breaks and whatnot, just being consistent all game just helped you maintain that lead.
All of our players really stepped up, and girls came in fresh out the bench and knocked down big free throws for us. So a lot of fun when all the girls get to contribute and we have a great crowd like this.
Yeah, the atmosphere tonight has been playing a big factor, it feels like. Lots of those easy free throws have been missed, and it feels like it's just because of the atmosphere tonight.
As Davis starts the second half up top with Tesmer. Almost turned the ball over there. Peters back in for the Thunder.
Most fun thing to watch about this team is the versatility. They've got so many different players that are interchangeable and can step up in lots of different ways. It's a lot of fun to watch.
And everybody's really long on the team. It's something that we really haven't had on this offense in years past.
Yeah, that makes things a whole lot easier when you're long and athletic. You can go get a lot of rebounds.
And it feels like this team is aggressive when they need to be. Not overly getting early fouls, but if they need to get in the paint and be aggressive, they will.
Athletic steal from Davis there, and they're going to call it travel. I think Devin Davis just bounced going for that steal.
I think you're right here as we'll watch it. Great block there, and then just full-on dive in. Ooh, that's got to hurt a little bit.
He's going to feel that one in the morning, that's for sure.
I think he envisioned the basketball as a quarterback.
I think a little bit. Some of the football instincts kicked in a little bit. Unfortunately, this is not turf. It is wood. It's going to hurt.
I just want to say also, man, I listen to you guys and watch the broadcast when I'm not able to make it to the boys' games, and you guys do an excellent job. I listen to a lot of different broadcasts from different schools, but you guys do a fantastic job.
Thank you, Coach. We really appreciate that. And as we got a wedgie, haven't seen one of those this season.
That's a first. A little history this year.
Who doesn't love a good wedgie?
Polson and McDaniel. A little bit of confusion here on the offensive side of things. Tesmer drives on Ogden, gets through, reverse, can't get the layup to fall. Good fight from Neeson to get the rebound. Fast break here for the Thunder. Peters finds Hess in the corner for 3. No good on that one. Good rebound in box out from Devin Davis. Polson on the other end. No good.
He's a really good player. That's not necessarily his game. He's much more of a driver. And so you want him taking those kind of shots, not uncontested like that, though.
And Tesmer just airballed. as we'll have a foul call on Hudson.
And Graham, you said it earlier. It seemed like on one of the earlier plays, Miege had a little bit of a miscommunication on offense, and it's kind of felt like that all night. They have not gotten clicking, and you expect a team that's 8-0 to just kind of get rolling and run away with it, but they have not been able to tonight.
Score remains what it was at halftime, 32-23.
Little double screen right there, enter to the high post, little back door.
Ogden trying to fight through. He does.
Nice take.
Puts it up. So long. It took him 2 steps to get to the paint from the three-point line. McDaniel goes up on Davis straight up. Good defense by Davis, but bad crash. Tesmer with the open find.
Don't want to let a team get a bunch of offensive rebounds. That's an easy way to get back into a basketball game.
Yeah, if we give this Miege team opportunities to try to get this one, make it close, they are going to.
And that's kind of how it went against Seaman earlier this week. You know, the Thunder just weren't being super aggressive on the boards and really just caused them to get down a lot early. And they made a great comeback at the end, but just unfortunately it was too little too late.
Yeah, offensive rebounds is something that gives the other team energy, and it just seems like the ball goes in a little bit easier after an offensive rebound.
McDaniel pulls it in the other corner. That one also no good. Good rebound by Neeson. Peters.
And that's what you want it to look like.
Open layup for Peters.
And a beautiful pass there, too, across the court. Look at this. Davis. Perfectly placed pass right to Peters, and he puts that one in for the easy lay.
And I think if there's 2 guys on this team who have the most chemistry, it's got to be Peters and Davis. They've been doing this for as long as they can remember, and it's just honestly like clockwork to them at this point.
When you get a rebound down on the other end and you're able to get out and run in transition, now you let Matthew Davis do what he's best at, which is distribute the ball on this team. And it looked like Carson Beck distributing the basketball on that one.
Oh, yeah.
As a Buckeyes fan, ouch.
Ooh.
You're welcome.
I don't know. That Ole Miss game, I've watched the highlights from it. Didn't get to watch it live, but that was a tough game.
Hey, as long as Miami wins, I'm okay with it. As long as you lose to the team that wins the whole thing.
That makes it a little better.
I don't know. I think Hoosiers are going all the way.
Nope.
They look really strong. I'm just saying.
Sorry to spoil it, but they are taking it to Oregon right now.
Really?
What do we got here?
Looks like they had a little water on the floor in front of the Miege bench. Student section loves that.
McDaniel up top. Miege got to get some shots up and quick. Floater off the back rim and out. 4-on-1 rebound there. Ogden finds his way through. Gets swatted by McDaniel, and a foul called very late on that one.
A little bit late. Ogden, great snag there. And then just going up for the lay.
And on the replay, that looked pretty clean to me. The referee obviously has a better look than we do.
Hard to see from up here, but yeah.
This game's getting a little bit heated here in the third quarter.
As rivalry games do, it feels like.
Ogden gets his first to fall. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. St. James holds a 10-point lead over the undefeated Stags of Bishop Miege.
And Miege, they've got to get something moving here, especially from three-point. 2 of 11 so far tonight.
Ogden's second falls as Tesmer back on for the Stags. He has not had a terrific game. I'm sure he's looking for that redemption.
Little change in the defense right here for the Thunder boys.
Polson gets the fake, pulls the floater, gets rejected by Neeson. And Neeson with the clean block, but I think the contact after the fact was what drew the foul.
Bishop Miege here. They need to start clicking, especially on the free throws, as they miss another one. 5 of 11 from the line.
And if you're a basketball team shooting under 50% from the line, it's just not a good look.
It's not, and I've said this a couple times, 6 points really does change the scoreline a decent amount for Miege.
Absolutely. You can't dominate without cashing out on those free shots.
I think they called a lane. I think they didn't count that first shot. I don't know what they were doing. They were trying to figure out the substitution or what, but. The other way you get back into the game if you're a team that's down is you want to try to get to the free throw line. Now you got to make those free throws, but offensive rebounds and getting to the free throw line is a really good method to get back into a game when you're trailing.
It's those free points.
Oh, yeah.
Davis draws the double team, steps back, gets ripped away by Tesmer. Fast break. Tesmer goes up, finishes over Davis. That's that redemption he was looking for, and that might spark something for this team.
And if you're St. James, you got to go down here. Get some points. Try not to give this Miege team any energy, because whatever energy they get, they're going to take it and they're going to run with it, because they're looking for something to try to spark a comeback.
It helps when you get them in foul trouble. That's 5 fouls there, so they're going to be shooting the rest of the quarter. We're not even halfway through the quarter yet.
Davis's first goes. I feel like he's been living at the line tonight, as Peters was last game.
He has 3 of 4, 7 points with him tonight. Having a good game. Like you said, Snow, foul trouble. Michael Blunt, he got a couple fouls earlier in that game, but he's been pretty quiet, staying out of trouble. He's got 3 tonight.
He's also been staying out of the scorecard. Haven't seen much from him.
You have not.
Michael Blunt also kind of like another Luke Bossi-esque player on the Stags team. Polson clean mid-range off the fake. Hess drives on Tesmer, mismatch here to Peters on the baseline. Hudson, showtime, up and in. We'll have a technical.
Whoa.
Looks like a taunt on Blunt or Hudson, one of the two.
Their coach is going to have to relax over there, or he's going to get another technical for the team.
Yeah, it's clearly feeling a little frustration for being down here. But you got to stay in check. Keep the emotions in check. That's the key, especially in a rivalry game like this.
I think the refs are sorting out right now how they're going to assess the technical and what to do there.
I believe it'll be on Blunt. I read one of the referees' lips, and I saw the number 14 come out.
And we just talked about him staying a little bit quiet, foul trouble-wise, but that is not what you want to see.
Yeah, that does count as a personal foul, I believe, for them. So, doesn't help him.
And Coach Snow.
Oh, man, they're teeing up Matthew Davis. That's just, oh, man.
Unfortunate there.
I saw absolutely nothing from Davis, but like from a neutral standpoint.
Yeah. Coach Snow, with St. James having the lead here, if you're the Thunder, what are you trying to do?
First things first, I want to make sure that I know everyone knows we got to keep our composure right now. You've got the lead. You got to be strong with the basketball. You have them in foul trouble already. So every time they foul you, you're going to the free throw line. You have to take advantage of that as well. And if they just need to continue running their stuff, they run really good offense, get the ball moving side to side, and continue to attack it inside, and they'll be just fine.
Davis staying in the game. Blunt is not.
And again, the things you can't do, you can't turn the basketball over. You can't allow them to get offensive rebounds. And they've had a couple of those right there is why the lead has shrunk them just a little bit. Backdoor, got him.
As you said right there, Peters with a big smile on his face, those two. In the corner. Gets it to fall. That was Welsh. Hess drives. And one for Hess. Silencing the Stags crowd.
Great job by Hess. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. As we watch this back here, Hess gets it, drives in, gets the foul.
And the key to that shot is just he got Walsh on his back foot.
And he's the one who made the three on the other end, but you got to get back and be ready to guard when they're pushing the pace.
Frankie Hess, that's 11 points for him tonight.
Thunder still holding a 7-point lead, 43-36, 3 minutes to go left here in the third quarter.
Playing a little zone here, try to slow them down, make them use some clock, make them second guess everything right now. You just want them to be second guess, not take them out of their comfort zone a little bit, make them shoot a shot they're not necessarily as comfortable with.
Hudson in the corner drives. Floater cannot find it. Davis with the board.
That's a great possession defensively for the Thunder.
Absolutely, just consistency.
And Miege have been well under 50% from the field. 13 of 32. You got to get some more.
Corner, Hess drives up and good! Hess is hot once more.
Putting another one in there. Great drive by Hess.
Now they're back in that long zone, using their length to their advantage.
And this is just a dismal
quarter
for Miege.
Great pass.
Davis, Euro step up, and this team is hot. Smoldering at this point.
Thunder are on a huge run right now.
Another steal. Give it up, Frankie. Great pass, another great pass, another great finish.
Need I say more? The Thunder continuing to roll. We'll have a timeout for the Stags. Everybody on their feet here at St. James Academy.
Coach, thank you for joining us up here. Your wisdom is greatly appreciated. Great win tonight. Hopefully the girls can keep this up.
Thank you, boys, for having me. You guys keep doing a great job.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on the rest of the season.
GR.
EG. Coach Snell, amazing coach. Dean of St. Gregory, the best community at St. James Academy. As we look back here, Frankie Hess, amazing drive there. Puts it up, gets some points.
And Frankie Hess is just a different person.
He is, and he is showing up recently. Euro step there from Davis. Switch.
Little cheap shot there. Still gets it to fall.
A little bit. Rebound. Ogden to Davis.
Two different angles on that replay. Davis with all of his effort up and in. And I feel like this game is getting a little bit personal.
Yep. And then Hess to Ogden. Lay in. Before Miege's timeout, it was a 6-0 run for the Thunder. 6 unanswered points.
Polson up top with Tesmer once more. Another floater off the front rim and out. Good rebound by Johnson. McDaniel trying to get a spark back. Can't get it. Hudson tips it into the hands of Wright. Jace Wright loses it, stays on his knee. They're going to call a foul on that? That was, I mean, yeah, that was a travel. That was a
little bit.
He stayed on his knee, but he didn't take a step.
Yeah.
I guess that pivot of the knee counts.
Just.
That's one of those, like, really.
It feels like a gray area, but.
That's what I was trying to find. Gray area. Tesmer tries to find his way in on Ogden. Can't do it. Hudson drives. Air balls, but good pass to Johnson, who can't finish either. There's a lid on the rim for the Stags.
They just haven't been able to make anything sink. And it feels like on offense they are so out of their depth and uncomfortable a little bit.
Ogden gets blocked by Polson. Tesmer on the fast break. Up to Hudson. Davis with the foul there. Hudson will go to the line for two. And honestly, that's a pretty good bet with how they're shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Hudson misses his first. That's yet another one. 7 for 13 from the line.
And as we have a shot here, good friend of mine, Maggie Rockford, in my house. Shout out Dermer House. Shout out Gregory Community. We had Snell up here too, our dean. It's the best community. Graham is from some weird community called JP2. They're not winning the Thunder Cup. Neither are we, but still we have a little more, you know. Community, a big part of St. James here, still getting booed. They hate us because they ain't us. That's my motto.
Okay, your color is green.
Your color's orange.
McDaniel, ooh, swatted by Davis, drew the foul. Man, oh man. You know, Davis doesn't seem like a ferocious guy when you meet him. He's really chill, really sweet, but man, when he steps on the court, it's just unbelievable.
It seems like he's just a different type. Like, he's a different breed out there.
And I could just compare him to the likes of Patrick Mahomes, you know. It's Matthew Davis with the ferocity and leadership on this team. Very Patrick Mahomes-esque.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that one.
McDaniel makes his second. He's been probably the most consistent player on this team.
He has, and Miege has been a little more recently doing better with the free throws. But from three-point range, man, they just can't make anything fall. 3 of 13. And, Graham, it reminds me just a lot of this weekend's game between K-State and BYU. K-State lost by, I think it was 8 or 9. But they couldn't make anything fall from 3, and it turned out to be the death of them, honestly. They just couldn't hit anything from 3.
See, your purple team can't beat anybody. Oh, Kolich can't get the layup to fall. Davis heaves it. And that will be the end of the third quarter. The Thunder hold a 10-point lead over the undefeated Stags of Bishop Miege High School. It's 49-39. You are watching St. James Academy basketball live on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. We'll be right back after this. We'll welcome you back here to the Thunderdome. we'll have a word from DePasquale Moore. DePasquale Moore is a proud supporter of student athletics, basketball. Football and basketball, you know. Football and basketball teaches teamwork, perseverance, commitment, and sacrifice. Learn more at dmlawusa.com.
And, Graham, I'm just going to say,
yeah,
I miss our State Farm ad.
Well, luckily. At the next stoppage of play, I'll let you rip it.
Oh, we still got that? Let's go.
Kolich backdoor, screen by Peters. Finds a shot. Tesmer jumping. Hess up. Can't get it to fall.
All right. It's still here. You know what? Today's second half is brought to you by Aaron Barrett State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Go Thunder. Man, I missed that.
You know, Sal, you're not required to sing the jingle, but I love the commitment.
I do anyway. Have you?
I think Hess heard you singing that, and he missed his free throw.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for that one. That's only his second miss of the night from the free throw line.
See, but now he's going to make the second one because Devin Davis back in for the Stags. Boom. Boom shakalaka, made a second.
And Miege, realistically, down 11. They are in need to get something rolling here.
Tesmer can't get that layup to fall. Once more, Jace Wright finds Kolich, who finds Peters in the lane. Wow. Peters got shoved out of bounds, but will remain Stags basketball.
And
Jace Wright just laid out, and I hope he's okay.
Limping a little bit as play continues. And he's still clapping there. He wants the ball.
Yeah, that's a cheap shot from Davis on Kolich. This game is just getting rowdy.
Miege is just frustrated, clearly. I mean, they went 8. They've gone 8-0 up into this point, but tonight they just have not looked like the same 8-0 team.
Peters, Kolich. Got to find your way inside. Right, gets poked by Tesmer. Kolich, here we go. Tesmer yams it. Sal. It's only a 7-point lead for the 9-point lead for the Thunder.
Yeah,
Tesmer almost picks that one off again.
It's not over yet, but Wright is in a lot. He's in some pain here. Gonna get checked out as Grady Ogden coming in here. But Thunder are gonna need to. Hey, this game is not sealed yet. There are 6 minutes left here. The Thunder are gonna have to keep consistent and get rolling.
Hess drives. Here we go. Up. Can't find it. Wow! Acrobatic circus shot from Neeson. I don't even know. Did Neeson or Hudson put that one up?
I have no idea. But Neeson, the athleticism, wow.
Polson pulls it. Can't get it to go. Good rebound from Neeson yet again, the glue guy. Peters spins in and out of traffic to the baseline on Tesmer. Up and in. Peters, that's your guy.
Peters fighting for that one. Puts it up. 15 points for Peters tonight. He's been absolutely electric.
And the Thunder switching to bully ball as Polson pulls one from the corner. That one goes. 10-point lead.
And Emmett Peters, 15 points. Like I said, 6 of 7 from the field tonight. As we watch this.
It was a combination of Neeson and Hudson. I think Hudson kind of propelled Neeson to make that one.
Yeah, and then Neeson just getting up there, redirecting it right on in. Thunder leading by 10 here with 5:25 to go. Graham, what have you seen from this Thunder team tonight?
Dominance, and I think I've seen a spark in this team. You know, these guys have been playing all season, but I really think this is the first game where they're like, yeah, we got this. They're in their own heads in a good way. They know that they're the stuff, and they're going to keep being the stuff.
And it does feel like, I've followed this season, the Thunder boys have been that team, but with losses to Seaman and West, you just wonder, like, some teams will start to question themselves. This Thunder team, they've worked on what they failed at against Seaman, and they've come back against this undefeated Miege team, and they've showed them who is boss for most of the night tonight.
Davis on Tesmer. Neeson was wide open. Missed him.
And you just got to continue to control this game.
Ogden looks for a lane. He finds it. Up and in. Grady Ogden. 5 minutes to go. The Thunder are up by 12. Tesmer with it once more. Tesmer with a huge chip on his shoulder.
12 points, one of the longest leads tonight.
And Devin Davis just tried to get that rebound from the seat of his pants.
Their commitment. Got it. Kolich here. Off to Ogden. Drives in.
And the help defense just didn't matter.
And I mean, another just beautiful shot from him.
Walsh from the corner. No good. Ogden finds Peter up court. Drives, delivers to Ogden, up and in, razzle dazzle.
That is teamwork at its finest.
Tesmer and one on the other end. Man, oh man, this game is fun.
This has been back and forth all night. Just amazing basketball from both these teams. But back to that last play. And I mean, just back to that last play. You watch it here. It's teamwork at its finest. Peters to Kolich. He sees Neeson's open, dishes it to him. Neeson just puts it right in. That is not just luck. That is practice and perfected.
Free throw goes from Tesmer.
And I will give credit to Miege. They have cleaned up on the free throws, being more consistent.
Davis up and in. Great screen from Bossy. Bossy just being a big body.
And that's what he does. He's a big body. He controls the paint when he has the ball and when he doesn't, and on defense.
And a contrast from earlier this week against Seaman, the Thunder are just taking higher percentage shots, and they're falling. They were just kind of chucking threes last game, and it really just didn't enable them to make that comeback until later in the fourth quarter when they actually got hot.
They are, and as much as I hate to say it, chucking threes, that isn't going to always be how you win a game. You've got to be able to get in the paint, make those high percentage looks, and get those points.
Kolich finds Bossy underneath. Luckily, Coach Dom got a timeout off.
Neeson going to help Kolich up there. Thunder, timeout. They lead by 11 tonight.
And tonight's game is brought to you by Freedom Physical Therapy and Training Center. From athletes to parents to grandparents, you deserve to move pain-free for the people and moments that matter most. Take back your strength. This is Freedom. Learn more at freedompttc.com. As we'll be back after another word from our sponsors.
Performance Rehab is an outpatient, private physical therapy clinic that is physical therapist owned. Most of the injuries that we see at Performance Rehab are orthopedic in nature. We see a lot post-surgical, but we also see a lot of general aches and pains. Whether you have a total knee, or you have a contact sports injury, we have specialists that primarily see those types of injuries. Our goal here is to help promote active and healthy lifestyles.
As we will welcome you back here, 3:24 to go. Bossy underneath, gets it in. The attempt from Tesmer on the block is no good. The boss man delivers yet again. 62-49, your score. McDaniel. Tesmer directing traffic. Hudson, floater, gets that one to fall. I feel like the lid has kind of been taken off the rim for the Miege. They've been making their shots as of late.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get hot tonight, which is credit to this Thunder team. They've been able to contain Miege for the most part tonight.
Davis pulls a little heat check. Hess keeps it in bounds, throws it over his head into the hands of Liam Tesmer. Matthew Davis, Liam Tesmer, one-on-one. It falls for Tesmer. Davis backed off, didn't want to draw the foul. Respectable there from Matthew Davis.
Yeah, Davis doesn't need the fouls right now. St. James still have a 9-point lead. And that is...
It's a turnover.
Cannot have turnovers at this point. 2:14 to go. It's still only a 9-point lead. Which feels crazy to say, but I mean, can never count this Miege team out. And noticing here with the defense, St. James still running zone.
Hudson with the left hand finds its way up and in. 2 minutes to go. 9-point lead for the Thunder. They've maintained their lead for the entirety of this game.
Yeah, Miege has not let in a single point tonight. The Thunder need to just stay consistent here. You cannot have costly turnovers, and you just got to keep scoring.
Ogden, that one's tipped. Neeson gets it back. Ogden drives. Tesmer flops. It's up, and it's good. Jelly behind the head from Ogden. Athletic finish.
Grady Ogden showing up once again tonight.
In the Stags, it's becoming to be desperation time. Minute 20 to go. Polson drives on Davis. Up and no good. Rebounded by Neeson.
And
oh man, they called a jump ball. That is the call.
Thunder fans not.
Will be Stags basketball regardless. 64-55, a minute 17 to go if you're just tuning in. The Thunder have been dominant all game, raining threes, and Frankie Hess is hot. Tesmer drives past Neeson, spins, fakes, draws the foul. That's just an athletic finish from Tesmer. He's really found his footing in the second half.
The question is, if they're trying to mount a comeback, have they started too late?
I think I've heard this one before, just 2 days ago.
And for the Thunder today, scoring-wise, it has been Ogden, Hess, Peters, and Davis showing up. 12 points for Ogden, 14 for Hess. Peters leading with 15, and Davis with 12. All four of them and showing up tonight. And it does feel like we've been calling their name a lot.
And Tesmer just can't get anything to fall for him in the free throw line. That one does fall, fortunately. 10-point lead, a minute 8 to go. I believe the Thunder were down 14 with about a minute 40.
Wow.
For comparison, on Wednesday.
Smoothie King, you need to rule the day.
help everybody live a healthier and active lifestyle. So faith is very important for us, for Kim and I. We're located on 66th Street in Monticello, which is basically Monticello and Shawnee Mission Parkway near K7.
A minute 8 to go. The Stags trying to make their last-ditch effort to win this game. Pressing in action. Hess. Nobody's under pressure. Davis can't step back court. Davis, you got to find somebody. That one will stay with the Thunder. That's another 10 seconds off the clock.
And I mean, great job by the Thunder to avoid getting fouled and just run 10 seconds off the clock. Graham, you look at the stats, 12 of 19 from the free throw line. That is 7 points. That could have absolutely changed this game for Bishop Miege.
Foul on Polson, just 2 seconds off the clock.
Miege do have 2 more fouls here before they send the Thunder to the line. And if you're the Thunder, you got to try to stay out of foul trouble here with 4.
Peters looking for the dagger here, as well as running out clock. 46 to go. That one's tipped away. Polson 4-3, big one. Can't get it to fall. Ogden. Oh.
And this
the atmosphere is just wild in here. Thunder holding 8-point lead, 37 to go. Thunder with the basketball. Davis throws it ahead. Another foul on Polson. Davis can't get the first one to fall. You know, I don't think Miege has the spark that St. James did on Wednesday.
I just don't think they did. And a lot of the kind of defining factor of these undefeated teams is you usually don't have a lot of pressure. If you're undefeated, you're winning by big margins. But what defines you as a team is how you show up in the fourth quarter when you're down.
Ogden fighting for the ball. He'll get fouled once more.
And right here, Ogden to Davis. You're in. And Ogden, he will go to the line.
Ogden seals the deal, 67 to 56. 21.2 to go. It's a fight for the basketball. McDaniel's got to shoot it. It falls.
That's 5 of 19 for the Stags tonight. Again, it's just another situation where if missed threes add up very quickly. And the Stags just, tonight, we're not able to get much to fall. The Thunder have just showed up as the better team tonight and will advance their record to now 6-2, and the Stags fall to 8-1.
And today's Shields player of the game, got to give it to Matthew Davis and Frank Hess, both of them with their respective efforts on both sides of the floor. Davis on defense and really Hess on offense.
100%. Davis making those just high percentage plays. And, you know, I want to give a shout-out. Emmett Peters, he had 15 tonight. He was showing up. Him and Davis just have such amazing chemistry on the court. They've been doing it together so long. They know how to play well. But 100%, Frankie Hess. Man, what a guy.
Six seconds. Looks like we're going to say goodnight to the Bishop Miege Stags. 8-1. Your final score, 67-59 in favor of your Thunder of St. James. What a game from these two teams. It was a fun one for me and for you, Sal.
Oh, 100%. What a game.
And just an all-around shootout. The low-scoring first quarter, but we really got made up from there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it did feel like it was just going to be a defensive showcase. But St. James showed up when it was needed. They led the entire game. Not 1 point in the Stags lead. St. James, they showed up when they needed to. And that is a job well done for the Thunder. Emmett Peters, 6 of 7 from the field. 3 from 3 from the three-point line.
Send it down to Mary Claire Zacharias.
Fantastic win tonight, Coach. What was it about the third quarter when your team got the 10-point lead and then finished out the win?
Well, I think a big part of it was we got a couple loose balls, we got a couple steals, a couple long rebounds, let us get out in the break. They were kind of bothering us defensively. We didn't have a whole lot going. And the transition with a couple steals, couple long rebounds really kind of got us going.
3 games next week. How do you build on this game?
We got 3 games almost every week, man. We're going to rest tomorrow. We're going to enjoy it, and then we're going to get back to work on Monday.
Thank you for the time.
Yep.
Grim.
And Sal, 67-59. What a finish. And Miege really put up a good fight as we're going to view some of our replays from this absolutely amazing matchup.
Yeah, and the Thunder, like you said, feels like they just stopped taking all the three-point looks and really focused on the high percentage plays. So look at this one. Amazing job by Davis. 1, 2, lay in. Here's another one. Ogden up to Davis. Another look at that one. Hoos, and in. Beautiful job by Davis. That's one of the reasons he's tonight's player of the game. And then Hess to Ogden. Routine lay for them, but they were just getting look after look, taking advantage of it. Right. And they were able to fight for the ball. They got the rebounds when they needed to, and just, it feels like just played better than the Stags tonight. As a block there from Davis. And here's another one. Frankie Hess gets in the paint, going up, and then Neeson tapping it right back in. Athletic play. The reach of these guys is insane. That one was Kolich to Ogden. Goes in, gets the lay-in. Tough lay from him. Then another one by Peters. Such a good player there. To Kolich, to Neeson. That is teamwork at its finest. And then Grady Ogden to Peters. Wide open in the paint to the boss man, Luke Bossy. And then Ogden here drives in the paint, and one. And that was just the key. The Thunder scored so much better tonight, it felt like, than Bishop Miege. And that's the key. Miege really did struggle today from three-point range, 5 of 19. And from the field, it was only 20 of 50, well under 50%. And the hard part was, when they were down, they did not have the energy to try to mount a comeback tonight, Graham.
Absolutely, Sal. Is 69-57 our final score. Miege getting their 8-game win streak snapped, unfortunately. And we'd like to thank tonight's sponsors for TBN's broadcast of St. James Academy basketball. We'd also like to shout out our production team by name. We have Zach, Grant, Lauren, Brant, Will, Max, Peter, Mary Claire, Zachary Wilson, and my name is Graham Warner. I'm alongside Sal Valero.
Yo!
And on behalf of our Director of Broadcasting, Cohen Merrick, and our Director of Educational Programming, Sam Rockford, we thank you so much for watching the Thunder Broadcasting Network, and we bid you good night. Go Thunder, and God bless.